Hello and welcome back to Train Sim 2. Today we're going to run the Intercity 2156 between Bochum and Duisburg. We're going to try and run with all safety systems on. We'll see what joys, pain and misery it delivers, but hopefully it should be a small run, anticipated to be 28 minutes. So let's get things set up. Get the reverser handle in. Now, we may not be prototypical in terms of everything that we do in the order that we run things, but we'll try to have a bit of fun along the way. So let's get the PZB and such like turned on. CIFA as well, just to make our lives a little bit more difficult. And we shall open the passenger doors. Good morning, people. The bell has chimed and the passengers depart. So we're expected to depart at 11:40 today. We have a clear sky, but it is raining, so this is the joys of Train Sim World weather. You can do whatever you choose. Pretty little station with some good architecture. We're being joined by a friend. So we have the S1 service heading for Solingen. We may have butchered the pronunciation there. So for those that don't have it, the BR101 is an absolutely tremendous bit of DLC. I can't put my finger on what makes it so good, but the train is just a nice train to drive. A little bit of challenge in there, but not too much. We need to get some lights on. We cannot be running a train with the incorrect lighting configuration. So we'll apply that, shut the doors. Doorbell sounds again.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
Doors are closing, passengers. We're going to try and get this train moving to Duisburg. So give it a bit of throttle. I'm a bit lazy. I tend to run these on the AFB. Hear it powering up. So let's get her moving. This is effectively what you call sausage fingers. So power off, power back on. There we go. We should be on our way. If we sort out the brake key. So you can see the brakes are now charging, should be good. We might start moving in a moment. And we're off. A little bit late, we've got 7 minutes to do 15 kilometres. Release from PCB up to 85 kilometres an hour. We need to keep an eye out for the first speed sign. So a little bit of a rocky start. We're going to be late straight off the bat. We'll just blame it on somebody else if the passengers query. So let's get moving. Autumnal trees. It's looking tremendous. Let's give it a bit more juice. Increase the speed. What can we go up to? There must have a speed board somewhere. Hit the old CIFA button, green signal, let's continue. 16, there we go, 160 kilometres an hour. We'll start throttling up now. Gonna make some time up. juice. This train does have a tendency to wheel spin, even at a decent rate of knots. There we go, train in the distance, acknowledge the old Seafer. Hey, Cameron seems to hide behind the tree first of all. Someone's been out with their crayons. Lovely mural. Nearly at 160 kilometres an hour, 100 miles per hour for old money. 12 kilometres to go. We're not going to make this one. 12 kilometres in 5 minutes. Green signal. Let's keep pushing. And what I'd anticipate to happen at some point during this route will be a PZB failure. Small freight train. Still on green. 11 kilometres to Essen. Punch the old Seafer button. So we're moving at a decent rate of knots now. Look at that, what a beautiful train. Nine kilometres to go. I did think about trying to do a couple of route learning videos, but the sad reality is you wouldn't learn a thing. You'd probably learn A, how to try and move off when your brake key is still engaged, B, how to keep hitting the reverser and putting the train into neutral, and it's highly probable you're going to learn how to miss a trackside notification and trigger PZB. I mean, if you like to learn like that, it's not too bad. We're nearly there now, 7 kilometres, 3 minutes. Is it possible? I don't think it is. I think trying to slow this train down in a constructive fashion that we're going to make it. There we are, moving at a decent whack. Green signal still, so that's promising. Haven't seen nothing to slow us down currently. We might do this. I think the challenge is going to be slowing down and getting the doors open before 11:48. We might make it to Essen. There we go. Need to start slowing down to 140. Don't want to be caught out. Speed down. Sometimes I find the best course of action is if you're not sure what button to press, just keep hitting page down. Page down's the one that's going to kill you. New speed, 140, indicated by the 14 on top of the signal block. I sometimes pretend I know what I'm talking about, and I really don't. I really don't. We're below speed anyway, so take the throttle off, reapply it, that'll get us moving back up to 140. I'd imagine as we get closer we'll get another reduction. If we don't, commit 140 to memory because we're going to need it. See if it can shut up. Start easing her down a little bit in a minute. We're not going to make this on time. 2,500 metres in 30 seconds. Still on green. taking the long route round the outside of the yard. Just acknowledge C3 again. 1.7 kilometres, just over a mile out. Let's start bringing it down a bit. You can bring it down with the AFB, that will slow you down. It's just a case of whether or not it slows you down quick enough, so we may employ some tractive braking force as well. Yellow signal, I think that was a 10 on that. There we go. We're speeding. 1000 hertz magnet. Keep getting the speed down. Brakes off for a second. Ease it in. We're not too bad time wise. I mean, by the time we've stopped, we're going to be, but looks like we're going to make it into this station without any sort of PZB failures, which is a treat. Chucking a bit more braking in. 85's flashing, so I think that means we need to be below 45. There we go, something's happened. Triggered to 500, I think. So I think we're in currently flashing lights, so I think that is 45k. KMH. Let's have another gander at this. Look at that. A bit of 8 cam fly around. Red lights, red lights. Let's have a quick whip up the platform. Still no PZB on this route. Not PZB, PIS. Stations feel a bit, I don't know, a bit heartless. It's like they're missing something. They need like a vending machine chime or something. Jesus, man, get on the train. Make a choice. So we'll release the brakes.
Speedvorgang eingeleitet.
Throttle off. Let's just get the speed down to 40. Because we're in the PZB. Magnets, whatever they are. I don't know. Right, we've got a bit of wheel spin there. Got to ease it off the line. This is one of the things with the 101. You've really got to be careful moving it off the line. I have a feeling, because we're under 2500 hertz, we can only go up to 25k. I might be wrong. Right, so we can go up to 100 when we get released. Right, we're released now. There we go. Up to 100. We shall continue. 17 kilometres to Duisburg. Let's get moving. We'll press the 8 key. Let's go and hide behind a tree. Ah, no tree this time. Something about these intercity coaches that just look so nice. There's a bit more throttle. We should be able to get away with it now. Still wheel spinning. 50, 60 mile an hour. There we go. We can go all the way up to 100 miles an hour or 160k. Here we go. Oh, we're still wheel spinning. Yeah, look at that. 113k and it's still wheel spinning. So he's a bit of throttle out of it. Look at that. It can only go 3/4 throttle before it starts wheel spinning. Beast of a train. Don't like that HUD. Let's get rid of it. So 160 kilometres is the goal. Keep throttling up. Let's go. Let's see piping up again. 150 kilometers an hour and still wheel spinning. There we go, 87% throttle, we'll get that. We still have the cloudless rain. Always a pleasure. Good afternoon, passengers. We will be wheel spinning for probably the next 8 minutes if we have our way. I do need to try this train. I probably need to try off the rails on the TGV route. I just want to see what this will do. It just seems stifled on all the routes you can use it on at the moment. So I think sort of Hamburg, Lübeck, it's not really that quick a route, is it? I think we might get up to 100 mile an hour in a backwind on a lucky day. Dresden, similar, I think 100 mile an hour. And then the ICE routes, obviously, don't know if this layers onto those as much. Not 100% sure, to be honest. 3 green lights, mate, go. This, whipping down Bush Alley, ready to join another line. Catch Seaford before it catches me. I do quite like this route. So it's the Rhine-Ruhr route, and I think what I quite like about it is how you get all the converging tracks. What have we missed? We've missed something. Oh no. That was a 13 on the sign, so we must have been speeding, and I've missed a reduction sign because I've been gassing too much. Look at that. We're going to be late, passengers. We are late. Let's get this stopped. Get the old emergency brakes on. We're going to stop anyway, aren't we? Throttle off. So we're probably going to go into restricted after, so we'll bring the AFB down to 40 kilometres until we get our restriction. Let's get that acknowledged. We need to get the brakes charged again. Right, you can shut up. Release the brakes, wait for them to charge. I don't know what all this German is. If anyone can translate it. Right, so there's a Seaford. Come on, give me the rest. Jesus, man. Can you imagine having to sit through that? Right, we're off again. Wheel spinning again. Let's not give it too much juice this time. Look at it slipping away. Come on. So what are we in? We're about 130 and that's still wheel spinning, so let's just get the AFB turned back up because I'm lazy. Calm down, Seaford. Needs to throttle in a bit more. So something we missed there, basically. I mean, I've probably, I'm guessing. I mean, tell me. Did you see what I missed? Did I miss a reduction to the 130? I'm guessing that's what I did. Shut Seaford off again. Right, new speed limit there, 100k, indicated by the 10 on the board. 7.9 kilometres, green signal, train on the left, green car on the right. Let's go. We're going to pass that halt sign. We're going to pass that halt sign, turn Seaford off. 130. The narration of madness continues. Speed increase. I'm guessing that's what those 321 boards are. I guess they're basically telling me you need to do something. Something's going to change. Safer again. I think I just missed a speed board there. I think it said 15 on it. We'll give it a go if we get pinged and we know we shouldn't be going that fast. Interesting thing, the speedo on the right goes around to 250 km/h, one on the left goes around to 160, so I wonder what they've pulled that out of. Got to pay attention now because we're 6 kilometres away from Duisburg and there's going to be some changes indicated. I would envisage. We're alright at the moment, green signal, turn Seefer off. Say hello. Right, it was a 14 board there, so we ease back again. There's a 15 board, so obviously it wasn't for me, the 14. Could just be that I was going too quick initially. Let's keep motoring. Right, there was a 321 there leading up to a signal, so probably something to do with that. I'm hoping by watching this video you're at least just seeing the route, maybe learning a little bit. If you haven't bought it, it's a nice route, really nice little route. Right, speed reduction there to 14, yellow triangle pointed down with 14 on it. Yeah, it's a really good route if you haven't bought it. There's also something happening. Right, we're coming up to a yellow signal that we're going to have to acknowledge, so let's just start winding things back a little bit. 100 kilometres is probably a good safe speed. Yellow signal on the right. Remember, hit the page up key, page down. So we're still in a 140 zone, so we can keep tanking it for a little bit, but I'm a bit nervous. We've got 5 minutes though, so we might be on time. Creep it up to 120. I think we're going to get a red signal after this. We'll slow down to 10, 100k. And the yellow signal. Right, we're on the approach to Duisburg. Acknowledge with page down. Right, we're in the monitoring. So let's get that speed down a bit more because we've got a red signal coming up. We want to get pinged by these magnets.
Kühlfreigabe. Kühlfreigabe. Zugbeeinflussung.
I've pinged something there. I don't know what. Maybe it's because I turned the AFB off. We'll run it back up to 40 km/h. We should be alright at that speed.
Zugbeeinflussung.
1000 hertz monitor. So if you keep it at about 40 km/h, 5 km/h lower than where you need to be, you should be pretty sound. Although when you go to 500 hertz, I think we need to be at 25 km/h.
Kühlfreigabe. Kühlfreigabe. Kühlfreigabe.
I don't know what the hell they're on about. Right, we've got yellow signal now, so we can proceed. Wait till we come out of the 500 hertz monitoring. Remember to acknowledge the yellow signal. We can see the 10.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Right, 1000 hertz. So we can go up to about 80 kilometers now. Actually, I think that is only 40. Yeah, it's about 40 kilometers because it's flashing. 2 white dots, we can proceed. On that little signal on the ground. Don't know if that's for me. Got another red coming up, so I think we'll go back under 500 hertz monitoring in a moment potentially. Though,
Zugbeeinflussung.
I think we can throttle up a little bit because we've only got it's only the 85 flashing now, so I think we can speed up a bit. Providing we're under that, we should be alright. Coming into Duisburg passengers, and we've made some good time back, even with a cock up or two cock ups. So, thank you for joining me on this quick journey. If you're curious about any of the other routes, I do post a few of them. I'm not putting any sand patch videos on. You can be asked to sit and watch 3 hours of sand patch. It's hard enough playing it. I might put some shorter runs on, but not the full shebang. Right, we need to get this stopped before that signal, otherwise that's going to be the fail of the video. We've spadded right at the end. There we go though, it's been an enjoyable ride. But the passengers have made it, but we've just cocked up, so we'll forget that happened, and I'll put another video up soon, so hopefully no one ever sees this. So thank you very much if you made it this far. If it was alright, like, maybe share, subscribe it, that'll be alright. Thanks very much. Cheers guys.